Hi everybody, 11 Institute welcomes all the students of Standard 10 to part 15 of Science chapter number 10, Light Reflection and Refraction, and basically this is actually the third video session of the numericals of this chapter. In the previous video lecture we have completed up to number 6, question number 6 of exercise, and today we will move further and we will discuss only those questions in which there are numericals given to us. So let us move ahead. Yes, so we are having question number 7. Let us read the question first. We wish to obtain an erect image of an object. Now we want to read further from here. What type of image do we want? We want an erect image of an object. Temporarily, we will write over here that we want an erect image. Right, which type of image I want? I want an erect image. Right. Using a concave mirror, so this is the second choice that we are having, that we have to obtain an erect image using a concave mirror, right, of focal length 15 centimeter. Now that will come into consideration later. First we have to think about this, that we have a concave mirror and we want an erect image. So let us first take an example over here. Suppose I draw a concave mirror over here. This will be our principal axis, this will be pole, this will be focal point, and this will be our center of curvature. And we very well remember that when you place object over here at infinity, the image will be formed at focal point, that will be real and inverted. As you move the object forward, the image will come this side, but it will be real and inverted up till this point. When you place the object at focal point, we get like this. The image is formed at infinity. But what happens when you keep the object between focal point and pole? You will obtain an image on the other side of the mirror, which is virtual and erect. Which type of image? Virtual and erect. So in concave mirror we are having 6 positions of the object. For the first 5 we obtain a real and inverted image, but for the last one, for the sixth one, we obtain a virtual and erect image. Right, virtual and erect image. And when can we obtain a virtual and erect image? If the object is kept between focal point and the and the pole. Right. Now let us read the question further. Fine. Using a concave mirror of focal length 15 centimeter, what should be the range of distance of object from the mirror? Means they are asking what can be the object distance u. If focal length is 15 centimeters, here we are not applying Cartesian sign convention, it should be minus 15, but temporarily we are not applying the Cartesian sign convention. If focal length is 15 centimeters, so then we will draw a mirror over here. This is the principal axis, pole, focal point, center of curvature, and the distance between these both is 15. Now where can I place the object? I have to compulsorily place my object from this focal point to this pole. So I can place the object over here at 0 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 15 centimeters. Right, so range for u will be 0 to 15 centimeters in front the mirror. 0 to 15 centimeters in front the mirror. This would be the range. Fine. First answer is clear. Second, what is the nature of the image? See, definitely nature of image is virtual and erect. Right. Where it is already given in question, erect image, and that will be naturally virtual. Is the image larger or smaller than the object? Definitely the image will be larger than the object. The image will be larger than the object. It will formed on the other side of the mirror. Draw a ray diagram to show the image formation in this case. So we have to draw a ray diagram. Now this is a very important question. You have to draw a ray diagram according to these conditions. Right. So let us move ahead and see the solution. Fine. So range is 0 centimeters to 15 centimeters. You can see over here. A concave mirror gives an erect image when the object is placed between pole and principal focus. Right. So the object must be placed anywhere between pole and the focus, right? Anywhere between the pole and focus, between 0 to 15 centimeters. And we obtain a virtual and erect image on the other side. This is the ray diagram that we have to draw. Fine. So please pause the video and write this down in your CW. Alright. I hope you have written this. Let us now move ahead to the next question. Number 10. So 8 and 9 would be theoretical. 10th one is the numerical, so we will move into this. An object 5 centimeters in length. So this is the height of the object. So let me write over here h is equal to plus 5 centimeters. Right. Is held 25 centimeters away. So what is 25 centimeters? Object distance. And object distance will be definitely negative. So I will write over here minus 25 centimeters. Right. Away from a converging lens. Now see, this is smart. They have not mentioned convex or concave over here. They have mentioned the word converging lens. So definitely you should know which type of lens is converging and which type of lens is diverging. Right. Now you very well know that convex lens is a converging lens. Yeah, sorry for the disturbance. We very well know that converging lens is convex lens. Right, so here we are talking about a convex lens. The picture should be very much clear in our mind that in this case the lens that is given to us is a convex lens. So focal length will be taken positive. So of focal length 10 centimeters, so we will write f is equal to plus 10 centimeters. F is equal to plus 10 centimeters. Draw a ray diagram and find the position, size and nature of the image formed. So we have to do the sum also and we have to draw a ray diagram also. Now based upon this condition, you can see if f is 10 centimeters, then 2f will be 20 centimeters. Let us be clear. Suppose this is a convex lens. This is not looking good, so I will erase it. We will draw one more. Yes. So let me try to draw in a bit better manner. Yes. Now this is somewhat good than the previous one. Not actually good, but somewhat good. So here we are having the optical center. Here we are having the point F1, and suppose here we take the point 2F1. Similarly on the other side we will take the point F2, and over here we will take the point 2F2. Right. Now when we move ahead we see that focal length is 10 centimeters, right? So this distance is 10. So now 2f1 is double, so definitely that distance will be 20. Now where is the object placed? It is at 25 centimeters. So my object is somewhere over here beyond 2f. So when object is beyond 2f, I will get a real and inverted image between f2 and 2f2. So one thing is sure that the distance between this and this is also 20, and this is 10. So my image distance will be lying between 10 and 20. The answer for V should be between 10 to 20. This is previously fixed, right? You should keep this habit. Before solving the sum, you should have a bit hazy picture. Fine. You should have some conclusion driven path, right? So let us see the solution. Let us first of all write whatever is given to us. Object distance u is given to us, object height h is given to us. Forget this, right? 5 centimeter, f is plus 10 centimeter. Why focal length is taken as positive? Because it is a convex lens, right? Converging lens. According to the lens formula, 1 upon v minus 1 upon u is equal to 1 upon f. Why u is given to us, right? F is given to us, so we can definitely find v. Putting up upon the values, but here we have solved it bit differently. Minus 1 upon u is taken to the right side, it is plus 1 upon u. Now instead of f and u we will write the values. So 1 upon 10, and this is minus 25, so plus minus it will be minus 1 upon 25. Now we will take LCM or cross multiplication, so please look over here, 1 upon 10 minus 1 upon 25. When we cross multiply, 25 ones are 25 minus 10 ones are 10 upon 25 into 10. Now what is 25 minus 10? 15. 15 upon 25 into 10. Now 5 twos are, sorry, 5 threes are, and 5 twos are. So this will be 3 upon 50, or I can write it as 6 upon 100. So my answer will be 0.06. But that is not the question. We will invert the 6 upon 100 to 100 upon 6. Now let us see how we have solved this, right? Yes, so this is 15 upon 250. When we invert it, it will become 250 upon 15, and this will become 16.66. I hope this is clear to you. Sir, તમે જે સોલ્વ કરાવ્યું એમાં તો આન્સર અલગ આવતો હતો. Let me solve it again over here. Right. 1 upon V is equal to 1 upon 10 minus 1 upon 25. Now when I take the LCM, this will be 25 minus 10 upon 25 into 10. Now 25 minus 10 will be 15 upon અહીંયા 250. તો પહેલા મેં શું લખેલું 15 upon 250 આ થઈ ગયું ને, રાઈટ, 1 upon V. હવે એ અહીંયા ભી કરેલું છે, બટ સપોઝ આ આપણે નથી કરતા અને નીચે 250 ની જગ્યાએ આપણે હજી 25 into 10 જ લઈ લઈએ થોડીક વાર માટે, તો આવું હશે. 1 upon V is equal to 15 upon 25 into 10. Now let us take the inverse. So V is equal to 25 into 10 upon 15. Now 5 threes are, 5 fives are, 10 fives are 50. So we get 50 upon 3. Right, so you can divide 50 by 3, you get 16.66. Right, or you can divide 100 by 6. In that case also, you get 16.66 centimeters. I hope this is clear to you. Yes, let us now move ahead. Fine. Let us erase this first. Yes, now we will move ahead. Size is obtained by us, sorry, position is obtained by us. Now we want size. Right, so we will move ahead. Positive value of V shows that image is formed at the other side of the lens. We very well know that. Now we will have the magnification. We have the formula m is equal to h dash upon h is equal to v upon u for lens. Now we have the value of v, we have the value of u, and we have the value of h. So we will use this much and move ahead and put values in it. So instead of h we have written 5. Instead of v you can write 16.66. Now if you write, just imagine, just forget this step, I will write it over here. You have to understand these things only. See, normal calculation is a different thing and using your brain is a different thing, right? So we want to find h dash. Upon h I will write the value 5. Now if instead of v I write 16.66 divided by u, I will write minus 25, right? What do you think? Is it easy to solve? You have to multiply this 5 over here, that 5 will be multiplied with this decimal number, and then you have to divide that decimal number by minus 25. This will be tedious. You want to do like this. Just use your brain. Where did 16.66 come from? 16.66 came after solving 250 upon 15. So I am not writing any answer, I am yet doing some solution. So instead of v, we will not write 16.66, but we will write 250 upon 15. Now this is quite clear to us. We can move ahead over here and write like this. This 15 will get multiplied with minus 25. Right? 15 will get multiplied with minus 25. Now this is very easy. 25 tens are. And if you take the minus sign also, this will cancel over here. Minus 10 times. Now this is quite easy. You can see all of them are multiples of 5. You can easily cancel them and get the solution rather than doing this. I hope this is clear to you. Let us move ahead. Minus 10, this 5 has gone from denominator to the numerator. This 5 will cancel over here 3 times, and 10 upon 3 will give me 3.33 with negative sign. Right? Minus sign indicates that the image formed is real and inverted. I hope this is clear to you. Let us move ahead. So m is equal to h dash upon h. H dash, again instead of writing minus 3.33, we have written minus 10 upon 3 over here. Now this logic is quite clear to you, and h is 5. This 3 will multiply over here. This will be minus 10 upon 15, or you can do this as 5 2s are. So this will be minus 2 upon 3, and minus 2 upon 3 will give me minus 0.66. The negative sign indicates that real and inverted image is formed. This value is less than 1, so I can say that the height of the image is less than the height of the object. Fine, I hope this is clear to you. Sure. So position of the image 16.66 centimeters behind the lens. Nature is real and inverted. Size is 3.33 centimeters smaller than the object. And now we have to draw the ray diagram for this. So first of all, you have to complete this much. Once you complete writing this much, finally this will be your ray diagram. You can see the object is placed beyond 2f and you get the image between f2 and 2f2. Fine, અને આ વાત બી આપણી સાચી પડી. The value of v is between 10 and 20. આપણી વાત થઈ હતી જે શરૂઆતમાં આપણે સમજી ગયા હતા તે. Right. So first of all, write up to this and then you have to draw this ray diagram. Fine, first write up till here and then you have to draw the ray diagram. Please pause the video and write this down in your CW. I hope you have written this. Let us move ahead. Number 11. A concave lens. A concave lens, right? Concave lens. So the image formed will be definitely virtual and erect image. There is no other option, right? You quite very well remember about the concave lens, which is shaped like this. This will be the principal axis. There will be the optical center. Here we will have f1. Here we will have 2f1. Rays will be incident from over here. They will diverge over here and we get image somewhere over here at the focal point. And even if you place the object over here, you will get the image over here. So the image will be definitely virtual and erect. Image will be definitely virtual and erect, and it will be smaller than the object. It will be smaller than the object. These things are sure. Fine. Now let us see the solution. What is given to us? The focal length is 15 centimeters. How much? 15 centimeters. So we may first write over here f is equal to minus 15 centimeter. Why we are writing minus over here? Because the lens is concave, and for concave lens f is minus 15 centimeter. An image 10 centimeter from lens is obtained, so that is image distance v, 10 centimeter. Now plus or minus? Definitely plus. Why definitely plus? No, my dear friend, definitely that will be minus. Please don't confuse yourselves. Right, it will be minus. See why I spoke plus before? Because many of you are doing such mistakes. It will be minus. Why? The distance will be measured to the left of the lens. So v will be taken as minus 10 centimeters over here. Now you have f, you have v. So by lens formula you can definitely find u. How far is the object placed? You have to find u over here. And then we have to draw the ray diagram simply. So this is a very easy question. You have to just apply lens formula. But yet, easy as far as you have to apply the formula, but tough if you don't know how to apply the Artesian sign convention. Game is over. Right. So in solution, focal length is negative because of concave lens. Image distance is also negative. Why? Because we always get a virtual and erect image on the same side of lens. So image distance is also negative. Object distance we have to find. This is the case. Right, this is the case that we are following. Fine. Let us now move ahead. As per the lens formula, 1 upon v minus 1 upon u is 1 upon f. We want to find u over here. We will put the values of v and f. Minus 1 upon 10 will go to the other side. It will become plus 1 upon 10. Or in case you don't want to do that, minus 1 upon u will go over here. It will become positive. 1 upon minus 15 will come over here. It will become positive. Now 1 upon 15 minus 1 upon 10 I will solve over here. 1 upon 15 minus 1 upon 10. So this will be 10 ones are 10. Minus 15 ones are 15. Upon 15 tens are. Right. We will not multiply this. Now 10 minus 15 is minus 5. Divided by 15 into 10. Now this 5 will go over here 3 times. So we get minus 1 upon 30. And when you invert this is actually 1 upon u. When you invert it, we get u is equal to minus 30. That's it. So we will see the solution over here. This is minus 5 upon 150. This 5 will cancel 30 times. but before that we will invert it, right? 1 upon u will become u and this will be also inverted. Our answer is minus 30 centimeters. I hope this is clear to you, right? So u is also negative, v is also negative. Why? Because both of them are placed on the left side of the lens, right? So u is minus 30 centimeters. The negative value of u indicates that the object is placed 30 centimeters in front of the lens, right? 30 centimeters in front of the lens, not behind the lens. Very easy sum, but you should know how to apply the partition sign convention. I request you to please pause the video and write this sum in your CW. So now we will move ahead to the next question. Yes, number 12. An object is placed at a distance of 10 centimeters from a convex mirror. Yes, very good. Convex mirror. But before that, the object distance is 10 centimeters. So we will write over here u is equal to minus 10 centimeters because object distance is always negative. Right, from which type of mirror? From a convex mirror. Now remember, convex mirror is curved like this. This is the non-reflecting surface, right? And this outer bulging part is the reflecting surface. This is the principal axis. This is the pole. This is the focal point. This is the center of curvature and the object will be placed on the left side. Now, do you remember there are only two possible cases for this? And by using this type of mirror, we will always obtain a virtual, erect, and diminished image. We will always obtain a virtual, erect, and diminished image. Fine, that is quite clear to us. The focal length given is 15 centimeters, so here the focal length will be taken as positive plus 15 centimeters. Right, plus 15 centimeters because the focal length is on the right side. We have to find the position and nature of the image. We will find it with the help of mirror formula. Let us see the solution now. Yes, so object distance u is minus 10. Object distance is always negative for any type of lens or mirror. Focal length will be plus 15, right? Image distance v we have to find. Nature of the image we have to find. You can see this will be the final case that we have. We'll obtain a virtual and erect image on the other side of the mirror, right? On the other side of mirror. So our image distance will be positive, right? And magnification will be also positive but less than 1. Let us see the solution. We will apply the mirror formula over here. 1 upon v plus 1 upon u is equal to 1 upon f. Right? We want to find v and u and f are given to us. So we will put the values of u and f respectively. This plus minus will become minus. Now this minus 1 upon 10 will go to the other side and it will become plus 1 upon 10. Now we will take cross multiplication. So 1 upon 15 plus 1 upon 10. 10 ones are 10 plus 15 ones are 15 upon 15 tens are 150, but we will write 15 into 10 only. So 10 plus 15 will give me 25 upon 15 into 10. This is the value of 1 upon v. If I want to find the value of v, it will be 15 into 10 upon 25. Now 5 5s are 5 3s are, right? This will be 5 2s are, so 3 2s are 6 will be our answer. You can see the answer is positive. Let us now see the same steps over here. We will invert it and 150 upon 25 will give us plus 6 centimeters. We can see the positive sign over here indicates that the image is formed on the other side of mirror, right, or behind the mirror we can say. Now we want to find the value of magnification for nature. So now we will apply the formula for magnification. M is equal to h dash upon h is equal to minus v upon u, but now we do not have to look into this because we don't want to find the size of the image. We want to find only nature of the image, so we will correlate the first one and the last one. So m is equal to minus v upon u. Instead of v we will write 6, instead of u we will write minus 10. Don't be confused with this minus. This will remain as it is. Instead of v we will write 6, right? And instead of u we will write minus 10, what we have over here. So 6 upon minus 10, but before that this minus minus will become plus, and 6 upon 10 will give us 0.6 plus 0.6 actually. This positive sign indicates that the image formed is virtual and erect, and 0.6 indicates that it is smaller than the object. Fine, quite easy. Again, I request you to please pause the video and write this sum down in your CW. Alright, I hope you have written this. Let us now move to the next sum. Number 14. 13 is theoretical. Number 14 is a sum. An object 5 centimeters in length. So before reading further, we will write h is equal to plus 5 centimeters. H is equal to plus 5 centimeters. Right. Reading ahead, is placed at a distance of 20 centimeter. We are not reading further. It is placed at a distance of 20 centimeter. So I can write over here u is equal to minus 20 centimeters, because object distance is always negative. Reading ahead, in front of a convex mirror. Which type of mirror? Convex mirror. Again remember, what is convex mirror? This one. The pole is over here, the focal point is over here, the center of curvature is over here, everything is to the right, and the image formed will be virtual, erect and diminished. અહીંયા આપણી image form થશે ને અહીંયા આપણો object થશે. Right, that is for sure. Now let us rewrite of a convex mirror of radius of curvature 30 centimeter. Now radius of curvature is to the right side, so we can write r is equal to plus 30 centimeters. Now if r is 30 centimeters, we can write f is equal to r upon 2 plus 30 upon 2. So this will give me plus 15 centimeters. Right. Again we have to find position of the image, nature of the image, and also the size of the image. So બધું find કરી લેવાનું છે. So let us move ahead. Height of the object plus 5, object distance minus 20, radius of curvature is 30, so focal length is plus 15, because the focal point is situated to the right of the pole. We want to find the position, so we will find image distance v. We want to find the size of the image and nature of the image, so we will find h dash. Now u is given to us, f is given to us. We will first apply the mirror formula. 1 upon v plus 1 upon u is equal to 1 upon f. U and f are given to us. We want to find the value of v. Let us put the values. This plus minus will become minus, and it will go to the other side, and it will become plus 1 upon 20. Now let me solve this over here. 1 upon v is equal to 1 upon 15 plus 1 upon 20. Right, so this will be 20 ones are 20 plus 15 ones are 15 divided by 20 into 15. Right, or 15 into 20. Now 20 plus 15 is 35 upon 15 into 20. What is this? This is 1 upon v. Now what is v? Inverse of this, 15 into 20 upon 35. Now 5 is 7s are, 5 is 3s are, so 23s are 60 upon 7 will be our answer, and we have to find this in decimals further. So 8 point something 67 will be our answer. Right, let us see. Right, 8.57, sorry. Answer is positive. Answer is positive. It shows that the image is formed on the other side of the mirror. I hope this is quite clear to you. Now we will simply apply the formula of magnification. Right, m is equal to h dash upon h is equal to minus v upon u, but here we want to find the size h, and v and u are given to us, so we will use this much, and we will put the values over here. Instead of h we can write 5, instead of v we can write 8.57, but we will not write 8.57, we will write 60 upon 7, and instead of u we will write minus 20 like this. I hope this is quite clear to you. This minus and this minus will cancel each other. This 7 will go and multiply with 20. Fine, now this 20 will cancel over here 3 times, and this 5 will then multiply with 3. 5 3s are 15 upon 7. When you divide that, you get the answer 2.14 centimeter. You can clearly see the object is larger and image is smaller, but this positive sign indicates that the image formed is virtual and erect. So nature ખબર તો પડી જ દઈ છે, but still we will apply the formula of magnification. M is equal to h dash upon h. H dash is 2.14, h is 5. When you divide, you get the answer 4.28 upon 10. Right? હવે સર આ શું કર્યું નવું બેટા? નીચે 5 દેખાય તો multiplied by 2. ઉપર 2.14 છે તો that is will be also multiplied by 2. So we get 4.28 divided by 10. So it will be quite easier to solve like this, and we get the answer plus 0.428. The positive sign indicates that the image formed is virtual and erect, and this value is less than 1, which shows that the image is diminished than the object. So we write over here position 8.57 centimeters behind the mirror. Nature of the image is virtual and erect from these positive signs, and definitely the size is 2.14 centimeters, which is smaller than the object. Good sum, but there was nothing more logical in this. Simply you have put up the values, that's it. Right? The problem arises when v is given. When object distance is given, when focal length is given, it is easy to solve. Automatically you will get v. But when image distance is given in advance, you have to think about which case is this. Whether the image distance will be positive or negative, you have to slightly apply your brain over there. Right? So please pause the video and write this sum in your CW. Alright, I hope this is clear to you. Let us now move ahead to the next sum. Number 15, an object of size 7 centimeters. So we will write over here h is equal to plus 7 centimeters is placed at a distance of 27 centimeters. So we can write u is equal to minus 27 centimeters in front of a concave mirror of focal length 18 centimeter. Now concave mirror means like this, right? Pole over here, focal point over here, center of curvature over here. So focal length is 18, so it will be taken as negative as it is measured on the left side of the pole. So I can write over here focal point or focal length, sorry, is equal to minus 18 centimeters. Now clearly the distance from here to here is 18. So distance from here to C will be 36. Now our object distance is 27, so it is lying somewhere between C and F. Somewhere between C and F. Now if object is between C and F, the image will be formed beyond C. Real, inverted and enlarged. Real, inverted and enlarged beyond C. So the image distance that we will get, right, we have to find the image distance that will be definitely larger than 36, and the answer will be negative also, as the image is also on the same side of the mirror. Right? Size of the image will be larger than the object. Nature of the image will be real and inverted. This is the case given to us. Now let us solve it numerically. This is the basic idea about the sum. So this much data is given to us. Right? You can see the object is placed between C and F, and you will get an image over here like this. Fine. Moving ahead. Height of the object is plus 7. U is minus 27, as always negative. F is minus 18 because it is a concave mirror. Focal point is on the left side. We have to find the image distance V and nature and size of the image, or height of the image h dash. Simply, U is given to us, F is given to us, so we will apply the mirror formula to find the image distance V. We will put up the values. Plus minus will become minus 1 upon 27. It will go to the other side. It will become 1 upon 27. Now we take LCM over here, or cross multiplication. 1 upon V is equal to 1 upon 27 minus 1 upon 18. So 18 ones are 18 minus 27 ones are 27 whole divided by 27 into 18. This is 1 upon V. 18 minus 27 is minus 9 upon 27 into 18. We will keep it as it is, and multiply કરવાનો કોઈ ફાયદો નથી. Right? So V will be equal to 27 into 18 whole divided by minus 9. This minus 9 will cancel over here minus 2 times. So 27 into 2 will give me minus 54 centimeters. You can see 54 is larger than 36. બરાબર ને? અહીંયા સુધી 36 છે તો એનાથી મોટો આન્સર આપણી પાસે આવી ગયો છે. So these are the steps. Right? After cross multiplication, inversion, we get like this. This minus 9 will cancel over here. Minus 2 times 27 into minus 2 minus 54. It will go above and it will become only minus 54 centimeters. The negative sign over here indicates that the image is formed on the left side of the mirror. Right. Now simply we will apply the formula of magnification. Again we want to find the value of h dash, so we will use this much. And we will put the values. Instead of h I will write 7, instead of v I will write minus 54, instead of u I will write minus 27. Now this minus and this minus will cancel each other. 27 will cancel over here 2 times. This 7 will multiply with minus 2 and it will give me minus 14 centimeter. You can see the object is of 7 centimeters, image is of 14 centimeters, almost double, right? Enlarged. Fine, and the negative sign indicates that the image formed is real and inverted. Still, if you want to find with the value of m, right, you can do like this. You can add one more step over here. M is equal to h dash upon h. What is h dash? Minus 14. What is h? 7. This will give me minus 2. This negative sign indicates that the image formed is real and inverted. Fine. So please add this step after writing this. Please add this step. Right. A step આના પછી લખી નાખજો. After doing this, please add this step. This negative value indicates that the image formed is real and inverted. Again, I request you to please pause the video and write this sum down in your CW. Alright, I hope you have written this. Let us move ahead to number 16. Find the focal length of a lens of power minus 2 diopters. What type of lens is this? Simply, we have to find the focal length. Power is given to us, so we will apply the formula P is equal to 1 upon F. P will remain as it is. Instead of F, we will write minus 2. 1 upon minus 2 will give me minus 0.5 meters. આ સાચું છે? This is wrong. Many of the students do like this. This is clearly wrong. See, read the question thoroughly, then and then only move ahead. આ બહુ રાજી થાય આપણે એક્ઝામ ઉતાવળમાં. હા, ફટાફટ પૂરું થઈ ગયું. Focal length you have to find. Instead of that, power is given to you. So this is a bad habit to jump into the sum like this. What is good habit? Good habit is this. Let me show you. Always write the data that is given to you. See, in the question it is written find the focal length. Just write over here f is equal to question mark. Amar time jase, but this will save your maths. Of a lens of power minus 2 diopters. So power is given minus 2.0 diopters. Now you will apply the formula P is equal to 1 upon F and you will look only over here. By P is given to me. So instead of P I will write minus 2 and this will be 1 upon F. Fine. I hope this is clear to you. Now this F will go over there and this will be like this. Now 1 upon minus 2 will give me minus 0.5 meters. Sir, ઓલામાં બી minus 0.5 જ આવતું હતું. That was fine, but method was wrong. You are putting the value instead of F. You have to put value instead of P. That's it. અને દર વખતે આવું થાય એવું જરૂરી જ નથી. Right. So I hope this is quite clear to you. Now this negative sign indicates that this lens is concave lens. Why? Due to the negative sign, we can say that this is a concave lens. Let us now see the solution. Right, power is given to us. Focal length we have to find. Power of lens is 1 upon F. Instead of P minus 2, F and minus 2 will interchange their places. 1 upon minus 2 will give me minus 0.5. This unit is important. You have to write meters. ઘણા લોકો F is equal to minus 0.5 diopters લખે. Totally wrong. Right, don't be in a hurry to get the answer. Instead, be perfect and get the correct answer. Fine, so this sum is over. Again, I request you to please pause the video and write this simple sum down in your CW. Alright, I hope you have written this. Let us now move ahead to the next question. Negative value indicates that this is a concave lens. Yes, what type of lens we have to write? Negative value indicates that it is a concave lens. Sorry, I forgot this. Next, let us move ahead to number 17. A doctor has prescribed a corrective lens of power 1.5 diopter plus 1.5 diopter. So we will write P is equal to plus 1.5 diopters. Instead of plus 1.5, we can write plus 3 upon 2 diopters also. 1.5 means 3 upon 2. This will be handy in calculation. Find the focal length. Also say whether the prescribed lens is diverging or converging. Here sign is positive. Focal length will be also positive. Right, focal length will be also positive, and positive focal length indicates that this is a convex lens, and convex lenses are always converging. They are always converging. Right. So let us now see the solution. It would be quite easy. Again, P is given to us and we have to find F. What modification we have done? Instead of 1.5, we have written 3 upon 2. Now we will apply the formula. Instead of P, we will write 3 upon 2. Now when you invert this, F will go to the numerator. So similarly, this 3 upon 2 will become 2 upon 3. Right? 2 upon 3 is equal to F. And then we are swapping like this. F comes over here, 2 upon 3 goes over there. What is 2 upon 3? 0.66. Positive. This positive sign indicates that the lens is a convex lens, or we can say converging lens. I hope this is quite clear to you. Right. So here we end our chapter. All the numericals have been taught to you, and after 15 sessions we are now finishing the chapter. It was quite lengthy, but now we are relaxed. We have actually finished a bit lengthier chapter of physics. Right, yet there are many four or five more chapters which are having as much as length as this chapter has. Right, but we are now relieved that we have completed an important chapter, especially the numericals. Focus on that. Right, so tomorrow there will be a break. Right, and day after tomorrow there will be a full-fledged test of this chapter, including the sums, the ray diagrams. Right, the list of important questions will be sent to you, but before that there is a homework for you. All the sums that we have discussed in this last three video lectures, part 13, part 14 and part 15, you have to write these sums 2 times and send me the homework personally after generating a PDF. And this time I am quite serious. Those students who will not send the homework, they will have it from my side. Please be very clear. Right, so much of hard work has been done by me. This is not for me actually, this is for my personal satisfaction. That is fine, but it will ultimately benefit you. Right, and if you are not utilizing this good service, it is of no use, my dear friends. Right, so please write this 2 times, all the sums. And apart from that, I will give you a PDF in WhatsApp group also. You have to write those answers also 2 times. Some answers also I will point out and you have to write them 2 times and send me the homework day after tomorrow, that is on 17th, before 6 p.m. 17th June before 6 p.m. you have to send me the homework. Right, I will write it over here so nobody has any excuse. 17 6 2020. Today is Tuesday, right? So Wednesday and Thursday, no, not 17 6, right? 17 6 is tomorrow, sorry, very sorry. Today is 16, tomorrow is 17, and day after tomorrow is 18 6 2020. Right, Tuesday, Wednesday, and this will be Thursday before 6 p.m. What is your homework? All numericals, including examples, this, that, everything. 2 times. All the ray diagrams. Right, all the ray diagrams of lens and mirror both. How many ray diagrams are there? There are in all 16 ray diagrams. That you have to do 1 time. And apart from that, some question and answers that I will give you in the WhatsApp group. That also you have to write 1 time. Before 6 p.m. you have to submit the PDF. This time those students who will not be submitting the PDF, you will be definitely taken into. Right, so here we end the video lecture, and now we will again meet freshly with a new chapter of maths or science, right? I will inform you before starting. Fine. So we will now have a test on 18/6. Right? You have to submit the homework by 6 p.m. and you will get the paper by 6:30 p.m. We will start the test at 6:30 p.m. At 8:30 p.m. I will provide you the solution, and the next video lecture will be made available to you on 19th June. Right? I hope this is clear to you. The schedule is clear to you. Right? Thank you very much for listening. We will meet again in the next video lecture. Till then, take very good care of yourselves and your family. Goodbye.